3, 2, 1, here we go. So gents, we are doing task 1.3. I ask that you either have a pencil on you and a pencil, if you have it, a pencil crayon. So I'm going to use my yellow pencil crayon for constructions, and to finish off, to show my finish, my hard edges, finish detail is my pencil, and obviously I need a ruler in my hand. You've got blocks here, so you don't need a drawing board. Right, we have what in this image? What does it say? Yeah, the figure shows an isometric view of a modern coffee table with clean lines. You know what that means, eh? So there's the top doesn't extend, and the legs don't have all those funny grooves and funny shapes and what have you. So it's very clean, very simple. This is draw in third angle orthographic projection, the front view, the top view, and the right side view of the coffee table. Can you remind me? Third angle orthographic projection. What's at the top and what's at the bottom? There's two drawings that align themselves top and bottom. Two parts, two faces, yes. 100%. Top is at the top and front is at the bottom. So I'm going to make the marker for myself. Top's at the top, and there's my horizontal axis or x-axis, and then my front is at the bottom, and then my right is in the right-hand side. It's on the right-hand side of the front view. On the right-hand side of the front view. Okay. So the only thing that's at the top is the top. That's it. Everything else is on the right or on the left, or the front is underneath the top. Okay. So should we look at this object from the front view? We align ourselves with the arrow. What we're going to see is the following. Agree? Right, we're going to have this N shape, correct? Or upside down U shape. Can somebody describe its total? Okay, let's do this. Because remember we did this last time. We spoke about we have height here, correct? We're going to call this length. This way is going to be length. And we'll call this for today, it should really be depth. So we'll call it depth or width. We can call it depth or width. Right. What dimensions do we see in the front view here? Straight away, somebody tell me.
4 by 6.
But what do we, when I'm saying, okay, good. Units you've got right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But what are those? It's height and length. We've got height and length. Before we start to draw, what is the first thing we've got to go and draw in? The margins. We have a 1 block margin, left and right, and above and below. So we got a 1 block margin. Please remember this. Nothing is drawn inside the margin. Right, it's for the sake of it's not colliding with that or coming into contact with the axis. We don't want that, because then our drawings are going to share an edge, and then it's going to look like one long drawing, one long object, and we don't want that. Okay. So the starting points for these drawings are always where the margins what? Intersect. Thank you. That's a good mathematical, good geometrical, and a good engineering terminology for drawing. Okay. Intersecting. So where those points intersect, there's where we're going to start. Front view is going to be at the bottom. Good. So we're going to have to create a window 4 by 6, correct? We're going to start with the block method. Why do we start with the block method? Why do we use constructions? Can you remember from the last time we were together? What happened when we used the constructions? I know it's a while, we only see each other once a week, but you remember when we were drawing, I showed you that if you draw with constructions, you can do it a whole lot You can do a whole lot quicker and very accurately. So, the purpose of orthographic projection, guys, and I want you to understand it. If you think of the purpose, the sole purpose, is to project dimensions from one quadrant into another. Okay, so we said it's 4 by 6. So I'm going to come from the point to where the margins intersect. I'm going to come down in height 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? And I'm just going to draw a line straight across. We know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I've got this little window. This little window in which I'm going to construct this object. It's perfect. Everyone happy so far? Let me zoom in just to that quadrant to probably be better, because then you'll see the block detail I've got here now. You can see that sort of window we've created. Now, in the top corner of that window, do you agree that we're going to have this corner here, gents? So for the sake of the drawing, I'm just going to highlight this in green here, the top corner. Do you agree that that's also the top corner over there? If we were to assimilate the views according to the layout, that view according to this layout, do you agree? Okay, so quickly, let's start with our vertical or height. What is the height of this little edge over here? It's one down from the top, correct? So I'm going to come one down from the top, and what will I do immediately? I'm going to do a construction line, project straight across there. Okay? It doesn't matter how far I do it. Right? Remember, this isn't in dark, so I can draw this line as far as I want to. You can go across it, whatever. Okay? If we look at these legs on the left and the right, how many blocks are they from each edge? One. So if I come across one, draw a line straight down. And if I come across from there one, draw a line straight down. Can everybody see the table from the front view there in position? Can everyone see it? So in other words, there it is. There's my U shape. So now all I've got to do is take my pencil and I can go and draw it in. Yeah. Show the edges now with my nice HB touch. That's not working very nicely. Doesn't like to draw over my. Very shortly. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to. The one that's up at the moment is not the one I want you to do, but yeah, we're going to be there soon. Okay. Not coming out as dark as I'd like it to, but more or less. Oopsie. Okay. Who thinks everything we've done now is correct, and that can we move on, or is there more detail? Okay. What if I disagree with you? What if I disagree with you? Oh, okay. So what detail do you think is missing? So you agree we've got that U shape in, correct? Okay. What about this little corner or edge behind here? What's that going to create?
So that's center markings.
Huh?
That is another leg behind.
Well, do you agree that this would run like this? Like if I had to do hidden detail, wouldn't that run around like that? If I had to draw that, you could go under and you could see it edge move all the way around underneath. Am I correct? So the way we show that, sorry guys, I'm going to start to draw in a Koki so that you can see it better. I'm going to have to show hidden what? Hidden detail. Okay. So I've got some hidden detail to show.
So what are you showing?
What I'm showing is this little edge that runs around the leg underneath the top of the table. Does it make sense? So in other words, if you can imagine your table, if you're sitting right now, I'm showing this edge that would run around here. Okay. Happy? Awesome. Okay guys, I'm just going to go and darken this up a bit. I know I shouldn't be drawing in Koki, but it seems like it'll just give you guys a bit of visual for now. There you go. The wax on the pencil crayon doesn't work so well for my touch pencil. Okay, sorted. What are we going to do now? We're going to project the what? The lengths up into the top view quadrant. So can we go and do that? So I'm going to take every line that I see that has a vertical, that is vertical in nature. I'm going to project it up. There it is. I'm projecting straight up. Okay, that's on the margin, so I'm good. So I project all those straight up. Okay? Good. By the way, my coffee tastes really good. Lekker. Okay, so we're going to do the what view now? 100%, gentlemen. I'm going to highlight it in green. Do you agree or disagree with me that we're on the money there? Yeah? Sweet. Okay. Now, have we got the length of the top view? Yes, we projected it up. How many blocks is it in depth? 4, 100%. So where do I go? To where the margins intersect. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to project a line across. Here we go. Okay? Now it's interesting because we've got the whole top view. So it's there. I'm going to go draw it in. So we know that we're going to see these 4 edges and the top view. So I'm going to draw it in. Then we'll talk in a moment about what we might still need to project to show. Okay, good. So far, okay, Hewlett reckons we are good. Do you think we are complete, guys? Yeah, so far, nearly. Almost. Some overlapping lines, not we'll talk about show now. I don't think we don't. Who agrees with me? What don't we have?
So, we see like simple marks and stuff, and so, is that under?
Yeah, what's under each corner?
Legs.
So we have legs under each corner. Okay, quickly. What is the dimension of each leg? 1 by? It's 1 block. It's 1 unit. 1 by 1. Do you agree? Okay. Have we positioned their length? So we know they can't be outside that projection, correct? Okay. We know they're going to be in each corner, correct? Now, I don't really have to go. If I wanted to, I can go 1 block from this corner, 1 block from that corner, and I could project. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to do that. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it to show you that I know that that leg and that leg is 1 block from each corner. Yes, or agree? So I'm going to come back down 1, and I'm going to project across. Okay? I'm going to go up 1 and project across. Now, using my construction lines, you can see that I've got a block here. Can you see that? I've secured myself a block there, a block there, and a block there. That is where the hidden detail for the legs is going to be. You see how I found those? I continued as if I was going to actually draw the legs on top in a way. Okay? Now, to show that it's hidden, what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to go 1 and 2. 2 is enough. I don't need any more than 2, otherwise the detail is going to be too small. Okay. 1. Make consistently spaced apart, please. We're not going to use exact dimensions. We're going to use our own discretion here. But as best as you can, please. Okay. Feels very weird not drawing with the T-square. For me, anyway. Okay. So my hidden detail. Does everyone understand what we've done there? So the person who's viewing who wants to design our table, let's just say that every block was something like 200 mils or something along those lines. And we want to show the person who's designing our table the detail of the table so that they could then go away and design it. They need the hidden what? Because then they don't understand what's underneath. What makes up underneath this table? You know? Is this just a very thin piece of is it like balsa wood? Is it just a little piece of ply? What is it, you know? So that's why we show this, and we can see the positioning of the legs according to the top of the table. Okay, the next view we're going to do is the right view, and if you remember correctly, now we're going to take all the horizontal lines that are horizontal in nature across. So I'm going to take the height across. I'm taking all the heights at the moment. Okay, height from our front view. Taking that's across already as the margin. And then I'm going to take all these across to my 45. And we know that from there we deflect. We reorganize our lines down at a perpendicular off that 45. We bring those down. And you and I know by now that should we project these correctly, the shape is already drawn in for us. We can now see the side view. I'm going to highlight the side view in blue. Okay. The right side view is an N shape, correct? Do we have it already there? You can see by my constructions, I've already got the N in place. So I'm going to go ahead go finish it off. There we go. Anything missing? What? Thank you. I've carried my hidden detail across, and my hidden detail goes in there, right? And it goes in over there. Okay, here's my hidden detail. And that's it, gents. Projecting all our dimensions, corners and edges across into the different quadrants. The key. Okay.